In the indeterminately distant future, on the planet of New Eden, society is governed by various guilds under the laissez-faire observation of an interstellar alliance. The Horka is a guild both respected and feared because they are assassins who operate under a code of neutrality. They have an assassin's creed, if you will. The Thane who leads the assassins has a problem. He wants to earn the chance to expand his guild and operate off-world, but a recent failure on the part of his assassins has left alive a dangerous rival to the current ruler of New Eden. Now, Thane must maintain discipline and authority among his own guild while trying to navigate a delicate political situation and striving to achieve his own goals, all while he questions if he's any longer up to the task of leading the Assassin's Guild. I am a casual fan of space opera, having encountered it mostly through movies, television, and video games. Every time I've really enjoyed any, it's been because the story, in whatever medium, displayed a spirit of exploration and adventure, so I have a particular and possibly more narrow bias for what I find successful with the genre. Slow Fall to Dawn really did not do anything for me. For one thing, it does not bother to hide its Dune influence. Everything in this book lives in the shadow of Frank Herbert's science fiction epic, from the political maneuvering, to future feudalism, to certain resource scarcity, to tightly controlled interstellar travel, to personal protective shields that necessitate hand-to-hand combat despite advanced technology, to these shirtless duels. The book doesn't have to be a total innovation, but it does have to execute its story well. Unfortunately, it failed there for me too. For another thing, this book feels like a short story stretched out disproportionately. Starting around the halfway point, there are scenes and whole chapters that are filler. If they had been cut out or entirely replaced with "all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy," not only would nothing have changed regarding the plot, but there's virtually no new information about the characters or the setting being presented. This isn't poor world building. This is colorless, flavorless filler. Burger King and its Impossible Whopper would be proud. There is also the reasonable question as to why the reader would want to see any of these characters and their attendant factions succeed. The current ruler of New Eden is a petty despot who is not as smart as he thinks he is, but Gunnar, the opposition leader who survives the initial assassination attempt, is similarly selfish, conniving, and untrustworthy of a position of authority. The reader can easily conclude New Eden has no worthwhile options, or even really an opposition to the current regime in anything but name. Which then begs the question, why would I want to see this Assassin's Guild succeed? What greater purpose or value comes about in the story if Thane achieves his goals, maintains his guild, and sees them export their expertise to other worlds? Even within this setting, I don't find a reason to condone a professional association of murderers. They are not soldiers, nor enforcers, nor anything like that. They just kill individuals for money. The rigid code of these assassins is idiotic and never explored in any detail. We're mostly just told it's how they conduct themselves that makes them feared and trusted. The book wants them to be like space ninjas, but they're just physically fit people who take murder contracts. One character even points out that these Horka are just killers for hire who cloak themselves in semantics and sophistry, and it's difficult to find any evidence to dispute this characterization. We're told a lot about what skilled murderers they are, but we almost never see this in the story. Most of the time, we see them fail. Thane, the leader of the assassins, is more or less the protagonist, but there's not much about him that's engaging. We keep being told he's a controlled and stoic killer, an expert assassin, but there is none of that presented on the page. He's petulant, equivocating, and lashes out in anger constantly. He also makes stupid choices for no legitimate reason, while acknowledging in his inner monologue that he is making stupid choices. It is an illusion of self-awareness. The greatest danger to his own guild seems to be Thane's midlife crisis more than any external threat. Again, maybe it's my own preference for what I want from the genre, but watching an insecure man pout and try and get his groove back did not help me engage with the story. I also think the political situation in New Eden is less like the strategizing and realpolitik of Dune or Game of Thrones, and more like Ankh-Morpork of Terry Pratchett's Discworld series. The endless collection of guilds and bureaucracies governing all aspects of life, even illegal activities, comes across more like satire than a tense political situation ready to explode. If you're thinking about reading Slow Fall to Dawn, I suggest just reading Dune instead, or watching the original Star Wars trilogy, or playing the early Assassin's Creed games. Whatever the shortcomings of those works, they at least deliver on what they promise to the audience. Have you read Slow Fall to Dawn or any of Stephen Leigh's other books? What are your thoughts on them? I know this is supposed to be the start of a trilogy, but I'm confident I won't be reading it. Life is short enough already, and there are many more books out there that are worth my time. More broadly, do you think I'm too critical because of my own desire for what I want out of a space opera story? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. Next in the box of paperbacks is The Broken Sword, the first in a double dose by the prolific science fiction and fantasy writer Poul Anderson. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my peculiar notions. If you appreciate this channel and want to support it, you know what to do. You can also take a moment to like, comment, share, or subscribe to the channel of another YouTube creator you enjoy, so their videos won't be killed off by the algorithm's moody assassins. Until next time, enjoy some good space operas. Live and be well.